Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shimmy Shabbat Thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema al Thumb by Shimmy Shad to all the sisters. I'm Officer Nashal Ya'ala of I.S.U.P.K. down here in Oklahoma. And tonight is the Brotherhood class. We in this thing tonight. We're going to go over a couple little topics. We're going to hit Mother's Day first because that's the big thing that's coming up this weekend, I guess. And then we go into deception, how the Christian church and pastors are deceiving the people and teaching them vain things, which is so terrible. So terrible. And you think about Mother's Day and all these other pagan holidays, Father's Day, that a lot of people don't even know that they pagan. I mean, realistically, they just think it's like an American holiday, an American tradition. When really, this dates back thousands of years. You know, this goes back to the Greeks and Romans, and sometimes the Syrian and Babylonian empires. All these customs of these vain things go back to that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into that right here. This article is from News Channel 21. This article was done by the News Channel admin in Oregon. And it says, the title of this article is, "Do you know the origins of Mother's Day?" Mothers have been revered throughout history, from ancient pagan celebrations to church holidays to present-day Mother's Day. And again, like I said, these type of things constantly perpetuated by the Christian church. What they do is, man, a cat told me one time, well, so what if it was pagan? You know, so what? I mean, we putting our own spin on it. We know that Jesus wasn't born on December 25th, but, you know, we putting our own spin on it. You know, Merry Christmas and stuff. Or they'll say, come on. We know that, you know I read Jeremiah 10 about the Christmas tree, but we switched it. We flipped it. Or what they say about Easter, it's the resurrection. We flipped that. We flipped whatever it was back then. We changed it to the resurrection of Jesus Christ. This is what they do. This is what they do to deceive the people. They always do it, and they're going to continue to do it. It says, many countries throughout the world devote a day, or in some cases 2 or more days, to honor their mothers. The tradition dates back to pagan celebrations in ancient Greece in honor of Rhea. So we talking about ancient Greece to honor Rhea. So this is how far back this goes. So every time you get one of them little Hallmark cards or one of those, oh, I love you, Mom, happy Mother's Day, thank you for all you did for me. And it's so sad. This is probably the only day that we honor our mothers, so to speak. Like, this is the only day we take time out to recognize everything our moms did for us. The other 364 days, we hate their guts. We always bring up traumas of the past. Oh, you did this to me when I was little, or you did that, or you remember when you didn't pick me up from the bus stop there one day and I had to walk a whole mile home. We do things like that. We forget, you know, the sacrifices our parents made just to try and have us do a little bit better than what they did. You know, until Mother's Day, of course. All the rest of the days, oh, who cares? I hear a lot of times, this one lady, she was talking, it was at the slavery, she was talking like, yeah, like, my mom died, but, you know, I wish I would have stayed with, I wish my mother was alive, you know. You fortunate that you have your mother. There's some people that their mother died when they were real young. They didn't get to know their mother or father. You know, and I bet you they would appreciate being with their mother and father every day, not just on Mother's Day. You know, not just on Mother's Day. But here you are, the only day out the year you want to help and congratulate your mother and give her a flower or a card is on Mother's Day, which is crazy. I mean, if you really cared about your mother like that, why don't you, you know, check on her at least a couple days out of the week if you really care, or at least once a week. Excuse me. At least once a week. I mean, that's the only right thing to do. In honor of Rhea, the god, the mother of the gods, in Rome, to Cybele, a mother of goddesses, was worshipped as early as 250 BC. So this has been going on a long, long time. And of course, we're gonna read down further along how the Christian church takes these pagan holidays and flips it. Of course, it's only right that we do that and to dispel all the lies that the Christian church does. In the 17th century, England celebrated a day called Mothering Sunday. Would you looky there? On the fourth Sunday of Lent, the day was set aside as the day was set aside for all the mothers in England and servants who lived at their employer's residence. A common practice at the time were encouraged to go home and spend the day with their mothers. Looky there. Some families would enjoy a mothering cake or carlings. Pancakes made of steeped peas fried in butter. So they would have pea pancakes, fried in butter with salt and pepper as part of their celebration. Then it says, as Christianity spread throughout Europe, the Mothering Sunday celebration changed to honor the Mother Church. Now, how wicked is that? How wicked is that? They want to honor the church that does nothing to help the Lord's people. And we do this today still. Oh, yeah, them churches going to be packed. Oh, yeah. Easter Sunday ain't the only day the churches is packed. They go, them knucklehead children that these grandmas and moms they go to church on Easter Sunday, and you guessed it, Mother's Day. Oh, and don't forget Jesus' birthday. Forgot about that. Oh, yes. Forgot about that one. It said, as Christianity spread throughout Europe, the Mothering Sunday celebration changed to honor the Mother Church, the spiritual power that gave Christians life and protected them from harm. The celebrations eventually merged so that people honor both their mothers and the church. So sad. So sad. We take these pagan holidays and then add on more crap by honoring a white supremacist religion. Oh, can I say that? An oppressor's religion of Christianity, which is really white supremacy. I mean, if it wasn't white supremacy, why would we have to start black churches? and then still, the black churches still take on the doctrine of Christianity. It's retarded. Just dumb. But let's not get off subject. Then it says the tradition of Mother's Day began in the United States, was first suggested in 1872 by Julia Ward Howe, who wrote the words to the battle hymn of the Republic. Oh, I think what song is that? I don't know. I think that's the My Eyes Have Seen the Glory of the Coming of the Lord, that one. I think that's it, but I could be wrong. As a day dedicated to peace, although the holiday didn't catch on at the point, Ho held organized Mother's Day meetings in Boston, Massachusetts every year thereafter. And then it wasn't until 1907 that another crusade to implement Mother's Day began. Anna Jarvis from Philadelphia had lost her mother 2 years earlier and believed the children tend to neglect mothers until it's too late. Oh my. She began the campaign for a national observance of Mother's Day. She convinced her mother's church in Grafton, West Virginia, to celebrate Mother's Day on the second anniversary of her mother's death, the second Sunday of May. Carnations were supplied for the first Mother's Day because they were Mrs. Jarvis' favorite. Later, red or pink carnations became the symbol of a living mother, while white represented those who were lost. Jarvis and her supporters began a letter-writing campaign to ministers, businessmen, and politicians in their quest to establish a National Mother's Day. By 1911, Mother's Day was celebrated in almost every state. In 1914, President Woodrow Wilson made the official announcement proclaiming Mother's Day as a national holiday that was to be held each year on the second Sunday of May. Today, Mother's Day is the third largest card sending holiday in the United States, according to Hallmark. And you know Hallmark, they know a thing or two about, those little cards, the happy birthday cards, the think about you cards, the hope you get better cards, Mother's Day card, Father's Day cards. They know about the cards. It says, according to Hallmark, a total of about 139 million greeting cards will be purchased on Mother's Day this year. And this article came out back in 2020. So I'm pretty sure it's either right there or even more. And those things ain't cheap. Them cards ain't cheap. They're probably going for about $8 a pop now with inflation. You never know. But as always, we're not going to harp too much on this. It's all pagan and idol worship. That's all these holidays are that America wants you to do. And it's things that we should not do, according to the Most High. We should not be celebrating these holidays. Oh, Shalom, Yabashim Shabbat, Cat. Yabashim Taba, Shimmy Shasis. We should not be celebrating these holidays. And just this Leviticus 26:1, great scripture, wonderful scripture. It's why it's in the Bible, to keep us on the up and on the right path, and make sure that we do not celebrate or make any graven images or worship any of these holidays in stone or any of that. It says Leviticus 26:1. Ye shall make you no idols, nor graven image, neither rear up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down to it, for I am the Lord your God. And what do they use? Well, they use flowers to represent these holidays. Let's go to Exodus 20:3. We're going to go through this real quick because I got some more on these pimps in the pulpit that promote this garbage and deceive the people so heavily. It's ridiculous. This is the book of Exodus chapter 20:3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. And we read the origin of these holidays, this Mother's Day. The origins of this thing is pagan. It's pagan. It comes from Greece. What was it? Greece first. Said the Rhea, the god of the mothers. That was in Greece. And then in Rome, what was it? Cybele, a mother of goddesses. So she's the mother of the goddesses as well. And they worship these pagan and heathen gods. That's what they did. And that's not what we should do. That's why we should never celebrate Mother's Day. Ever. Never, ever, ever. When they say never, ever, never, ever, ever. Hey, how come I can't see these comments? They're not. Okay, there we go. All right, Salakia. Never, ever, ever, ever. So, I mean, that's one thing we do. And you know what? These pastors, they know they about to make a killing this Sunday too. Oh yes, they are about to make a killing. Oh, they gonna definitely make a killing. What is it called? Mark 7 through 9. How'd you know I was gonna do that today? See, that sister is definitely one West. She already knew what we going into today. They gonna make a killing. But this is how these, we get deceived by these preachers all the time. So let's go to, let's see what the Bible says. Let's go to Matthew 24:5. Because they deceive. And Israel is referred to as sheep. And sheep are a little slower than most animals, believe it or not. Mark chapter 24, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Oh yeah, a lot of these pastors coming in the name of Christ. And some of them even say they are Christ. And you know what else they're going to say? It's all right to celebrate Mother's Day. We flipped it. And we doing it for Jesus. That's what they do. I seen a video. Dude said Jesus was the best stripper. I can't make this up. I seen it. It is definitely ridiculous. How is where do they come up with this stuff? Like, what's Captain Yagaro always say? Christianity is not only satanic. Salaki, let me get it out. They don't even want me to get it out because they know how ridiculous it is. It's not only satanic. What's idiotic? It's real simple. No wisdom at all. No wisdom. None at all. Let's go to Luke. Luke 21 and 8. No wisdom at all. Talking about stripping for Jesus and twerking for Jesus, and everything's for Jesus nowadays. Everything's for Jesus. We're gonna have Mother's Day for Jesus. I bet you somebody gonna say, we've been doing this in this church for years. Ain't nothing wrong with this. Some old deacon or bishop. I remember when they laid the cornerstone for this here temple of God. Have you ever noticed they look real deep? They look real deep. They try to look real deep when they about to tell you some foolishness. They go, God told me to tell you. There are 15 people here that are going to pay $2,500. Yes, Lord. They do stuff like that. Okay, Luke 21 and 8. And then this is what it reads. And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived. You got to watch out for these slick pimps in the pulpit, man. We got to watch out and be not deceived. That's why the I.S.U.P.K, under commanding GEN.YAHANNA, is the only place for the truth. Because we only care. We in the I.S.U.P.K care about our brothers and sisters. We care. I don't know what they doing down the street and the mother little Israelite churches that they got going. I don't know what they do. I heard they signing NDAs in there, and you know, they getting caught up in that transgender world. This is what I'm hearing now. I'm not making this up. I mean, the news is picking up on stuff like this. I mean, how could we forget our poor sister Joy Morgan? How could we forget about her? Oh yeah. Where was the IUIC when Joy Morgan went missing? Couldn't have been one of ours up in here. You let one brother, sister, or child go missing up in here, we will move heaven and earth to find out what happened. Best believe that. Best believe it. We will move heaven and earth to find out what happened to our sister. It couldn't have been us. But it says, so like Luke 21:8, and he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ. And the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. We should be going after these men who teach doctrines of men. Yeah, we should be going after them. Because that's all they do in that Christian church. That's all they do. They deceive and they destroy the Lord's people. Jeremiah 23:1. Speaking of that, let's just go to it. Jeremiah 23:1. Because they're going to destroy you by saying it's okay to do these things on Mother's Day. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors. Woe. Woe, that woe means destruction. Destruction be unto these pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Oh yeah, when these pastors promote this Mother's Day and these Father's Days and these Easter celebrations, oh yeah, they condoning abortions out here, and God loves everybody, transgenders. I seen the interview once. They asked Bishop T.D. Jakes if it was okay to be gay. And I can't remember if he said yes or no, but I do distinctly remember him deflecting and saying, we don't know what Jesus would have done. I do remember that part. Oh, yeah. I do remember that part. Let's go to John 7 and 28. 7 and 28. This is the book of John, chapter 7, and verse 28. Then cried Jesus in the temple as he taught, saying, Ye both know me, and ye know whence I am. And I am not come of myself, but he that sent me is true, whom ye know not. A lot of these preachers don't know. A lot of these preachers don't know. A lot of these people don't know. They claim they know Christ. They claim they know what Christ would do. They still wearing them, what do they call them? WWJD, what would Jesus do bracelets? And they have no idea. They have no clue. Because they think they fulfilling the will of the Most High and Christ by following Christ, but they not following Christ. They celebrate Mother's Day. Oh yeah, that's what they doing. They doing all of that. Verse 29, but I know him, for I am from him, and he hath sent me. Oh yeah, when you come into the I.S.U.P.K and the Command of GEN.YAHANNA, you know who Christ is. You know who the Most High is. You know, that's why we have these classes. We got these Brotherhood classes. We got these scripture breakdown classes. We got the hey, Shalom, Yahweh. We got the Hebrew class, the Lashawan Kodash, the Holy Tongue, man. We got all this because we are destroyed people. We got to relearn our Constitution, which is this Bible. Which is this Bible. And we've been so indoctrinated in white supremacy by the way of Christianity that if we support our own, we feel guilty. If we don't celebrate Mother's Day, our family will look at us like, what is wrong with him? Is he lost his mind? Is she lost her mind? What's wrong with her? Oh yeah, my Jesus would want me to celebrate Mother's Day and Christmas. Oh, don't tell them they can't eat no pork neither. Oh, God's gonna send me to hell for eating just a little bit of scrimps. I can't eat. Yeah, we've been eating pork since slavery. You know, let Big Mama and them tell it. We've been eating pork since slavery. What's wrong with a little pork? He ain't gonna kill me over some pork. All right, high blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes. What is that? Shirley C? You name it. Hey, hypertension, diabetes, high blood pressure. That's all I can think of right now. But you name it. Every disease that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have in the community when it deals to health is mainly because of what they eat. And mainly what they eat is definitely unlawful. Unless you're like what do they call that? A vegan. Eating lettuce and stuff. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. Galatians 6 and 7. Because, I mean, we are telling you this in love. We do these classes out of love, man. It's not only just for the people in I.S.U.P.K and the Command of GEN.YAHANNA. You know, it's not only just for us to get edification and learn. It's for those out there in the world that might be on the fence. It's for you. We do these classes so that you can say, I did not know that. You cannot, you can't charge me for that. I didn't even know. I was ignorant to it. It's not my fault. There's no excuse. The internet was made so that we can thrive. You understand me? That we can get this message out to somebody all the way across the world who can come upon this video. And not only just today, it's saved for years to come. There's no excuse. The internet is a blessing. Oh yeah, it was a blessing. And it's also a curse for those who do evil. You better watch yourself. You better watch yourself. Like they say, the internet's forever. Speaking of Mother's Day, what about that? I hope you mothers are being meek and comely and not out here running these streets, twerking on the internet. I hope you're doing that. Hope you're being a virtuous woman, getting to the bread, getting to the money, the lawful way and rightful way, and not putting your goodies out there. Cover them things up, man. Women think that I'm sorry, because I'm sorry, but I got to say this. Women think that exposing themselves will get them a man. A legitimate, good, caring man. No. Exposing yourself will get you a trick. Somebody that'll pay to have your company. Or it's going to get you the man that you don't want. Someone who's going to use you, abuse you, and throw you away. And then you're out there bitter talking about, oh, there ain't no good men out here. Sister, you did it to yourself. Salagi. Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived. Be not deceived. Don't be deceived out here by these churches. All this wickedness and garbage out here, man. Don't be deceived, man. Because there's a new fad, a new craze, a new somebody coming out. Oh, they know the Bible. They know, what do they call them? Guru. There's a new guru of every faction and niche out there, man. There's a new guru popping up. And there's always a new televangelist saying that, oh, I know God, and oh, God comes to me in my dreams, and all this garbage. You know, I mean, why need nobody out here begging for money, man? Talk about there's 21 people that got $1,000. Oh, yeah. Like Jeremiah brought up, that might have worked in the 90s, yeah. That stuff don't work no more, man. I mean, the scales are dropping off of the eyes of the people of Israel. They're seeing it. The eyes are starting to be open to the truth of this Bible. And I'm starting to see it, man. I'm starting to see people question what they've been taught a lot more than usual. Especially the younger generation. These kids coming up in high school and things like that, it seems like they have more knowledge and wisdom than some of these adults out here. It's a beautiful thing. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Remember what I told you back in, remember when we went over Jeremiah 23:1? The Lord is going to repay everything that these wicked, evil pastors have sowed into our communities. Everything. Oh, yeah. All the pedophilia that's been going on in these wicked Christian churches and Catholic churches. All the evil fornication and the Bible called lasciviousness. Oh, yeah. All that nasty stuff that's going on up in there. I said that. Did anybody else see that video where that Pope was trying to get down on that night walker? I'm assuming she was a night walker. I mean, they was doing it right there in the sanctuary, about to get it on. Anybody else see that? Anybody else hear the numerous scandals of these false prophets doing the most nastiest stuff? They got men licking on breasts. They got, and a lot of this be over in Africa too. You better watch out. A lot of be over in Africa. One cat had a whole bunch of single women bend over butt naked on the beach, and he was trying to suck out the demons out of them. Oh yeah, I'm not making that up. That really happened. It was so bad they wrote an article on it. But these pastors are gonna reap what they sow, man. They gonna definitely reap what they sow. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 11 and 4. They will reap what they sow. And they sowing all types of nonsense. Talking about the laws is done away with, but they want you to pay tithes. Don't make no sense. Don't make sense to me. How are you telling me the law's done away with, but to pay tithes? How are you telling the people the law's done away with, but don't sin? Crazy. It's crazy, man. It's a crazy world we live in. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit, which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him. Oh yeah, if you accept all that garbage and that nonsense that these preachers is preaching, you'll be destroyed also. You're going to bear with what they bear with. Like, matter of fact, let's go up to verse 3, because this is so heavy right here. Verse 3. This is 2 Corinthians 11, verse 3. But I fear, this is Paul writing to the church in Corinth now. But I fear, lest by any means, as a serpent beguiled Eve. This is Paul now. He's fearing for his school down there in Corinth. Through his subtlety. So your minds should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Christ. For if he that cometh preaches another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit, which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him. So, if you accept the nonsense that does not line up with the actual book, I don't know what to tell you, man. And this is really what they tell you. Hold on, let's go to, because this is a jewel right here. Matthew 5:17. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I have not come to destroy, but to fulfill. What do they tell you the law's done away with? All the time. All the time. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall no wise pass from the law. That's not a dot of the I crossing of the T's going to pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments. So if you break one of the minor commandments, and shall teach men So, and if you teach men to do so, pastors, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. The pastor going to be called least in the kingdom of heaven. Oh, yes. The pastors is definitely going to be called least in the kingdom of heaven. Because their whole doctrine is based on lies. It's white supremacy, like we always say. Excuse me. It's white supremacy, man. Let's go to 2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men, their seducers, shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Oh yeah, these preachers, they gonna get worse and worse. Deceiving the people and people being deceived. But check this out. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of, and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. I mean, here at I.S.U.P.K, we only teach sound doctrine. Righteous, according to the Bible. Not according to the doctrines of men. Because how do they deceive the people? Oh, my bishop taught me this back in seminary. They told us that these things it was passed down at first. And really God knows my heart. My bishop did it, I did it, his bishop did it, so we just do it. They hit you with something like that, man. Something like that. Let's go to good old Mark 7:7. Matter of fact, let's start at 6. He answered and said he answered and said unto them, well hath Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, the people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. I know a lot of these pastors out here, oh yeah, they say they love God, they say they do this and that, but they won't even do what the Lord said do. They won't even feed his flock. They won't even tell them to turn from their evil ways. Jamal Bryant out here trying to teach men how to be weed heads and grow weed to fill up that church. Oh yeah. He said it in an interview. I'm not making it up. He said, I'm paraphrasing, of course. This ain't word for word. But he said, how can I get young black men off the street and to come back to the church? They making money out there in the street. I could buy some land. Weed's legal now. Weed is being legalized. We could get some land and show them how to grow and do agriculture by growing weed. Get them off the streets and back in the church. There you go. Oh, yeah. That's Jamal Bryant for you. Verse 7. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men, not the commandments of the Most High. Oh, no. They don't do that. They them type of cats that say, hey, man, you can't sit right here in this pew. This is only for the first lady and church mothers. You can't do that right there. Yeah, they do stuff like that. Or, well, pastor said that we gotta have services on Wednesday night Bible study. We have to. We gotta have services on Wednesday night Bible study at 5 a.m. They say some outlandish stuff like that, man. Or we gotta worship on Sunday. We got to. That's the real Sabbath. Nah. Sabbath is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. That's the Sabbath. Oh yeah. I might have to do another class on Constantine and them and sun god worship and Sunday. That whole thing, man. But yeah, traditions of men. Just like the traditions of Mother's Day. Celebrating in the church. Traditions of men. Ain't no different. I mean, really. Honestly. What else they got going on? Lent. Oh yeah, Lent. Traditions of men. Ash Wednesday. They do all that bull crap. Make the little cross on your forehead with the little ashes. Come on, I know somebody watching know about that. Come on, we ain't always been in the truth up there. Come on now. Am I the only one? Am I the only? Can someone please write in the comments if they know about Ash Wednesday? Somebody. Anybody watching? Let's see. For laying aside the commandment of God, ye hold the tradition of men as washing of pots and cups, and many other such like things ye do. Yeah, they do that. They're washing the pots and cups, which ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey, you don't want to eat on a dirty plate. But they put that before the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. They put more into washing of cups and pots than they do of actually doing and teaching the people the laws of the Most High power, Yahweh. They don't want to teach that. Yeah, they don't want to do that. That's too much like, right? Let's get 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let's do that one, which is always a good one. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. The day of Christ's return shall not come, except there come a falling away first. We got to fall away from these wicked, evil men and women because they got women in the pulpit now. I mean, they got women bishops. They got women elders and deacons. What do they call them? Deaconesses. Hey, man. We got to fall away from all that nonsense. We got to fall away from all that. That Mother's Day. We got to fall away from all that. I'm going to start back at the top. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means. For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And we seeing it day by day. Day by day, these churches is emptying out, and they seeing that son of perdition, that evil oppressor and what he is doing, that Christianity, that white supremacy is not for us. It ain't for us. Let's go to Proverbs 14 and 12. Get a couple more scriptures and then we'll probably end it. Well, yeah. Proverbs 14 and 12. You know, these pastors ain't got no wisdom up in here. They have no understanding of the Bible. And that's why they easily seduce the people. Why? Because we as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans think that any man with money must know what he's talking about. Any man with a fancy car and a nice suit must know what he's talking about. But we are sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man. So it might seem right that, that the pastor say it's okay to do this, do that. It might seem right at the time. He might say it so eloquently and use big words and say, holy is the Lamb, and sing you a nice little song and get you all charged and emotional and all that great stuff that they do. And who's that cat that used to do that real good? Benny Hinn. Oh man, that little Elamite Benny Hinn boy, he deceived masses of people. I don't even know how Salakia, okay? Salakia. I have to say this. Have to. When I was a kid and that bull crap would come on Saturdays or Sundays, whatever day it came on, those little telecommercials or whatever, televangelist shows, because I was poor, so we didn't have no cable. So I had it, we got the channels that came on the regular little antenna or whatever. And that was one of them. And I used to watch that and really, as a kid, now, I'm a child now, I'm 8 and 9. I used to really think them people were being healed, man. You see, they indoctrinate us from children. That's how they get you. A lot of them grown men and women don't believe that. But they've been indoctrinated so much they know it's fake, they still go along with it. I mean, let's be honest, man. We did it was either last Sabbath or the Sabbath before, we did the Sabbath service on Speaking in Tongues, man. You can't tell me them grown people in there if you ever if you ever catch one of them types of people that do that, right? Or they say they know how to speak in tongues, tell them to speak in it and then tell them what they were saying. Ask them what they were saying. Guarantee you they say they don't know. Guarantee it. Oh, yeah. They don't know a word. They talking about some day. Nah. They ain't that sound like Master P, man. Don't know a word. But you know us, Israel, we like sheep led to the slaughter. We are being devoured by the beast of the field out here. And this is one way they get us. There's a way which seeming right into a man. It sure do seem right in that church. It sure do seem right in there. It sure do seem right. This has to be of God. He has a nice house, a big nice house. I know he asked for like $500 this Sunday, I mean, I did happen to get a little bit of overtime this week. That must be the Lord telling me to get that $500. Oh, yeah, it seems right up in there. It seems right. But the end thereof are the ways of death. You're going to die if you continue to do the things that pimp in the suit that you call a pastor tells you to do. Or that man who says he's Christ and is just some crackhead off the street. I mean, you see it all the time on them clubhouses and stuff. They say, oh, I'm Jesus. No, I'm Jesus. No, I'm Jesus. You see it all the time. Lunatics, man. Lunatics. And they believe them things. That's the sad part. They believe those things. Let's get Proverbs 16:25. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. You notice they said it exactly the same way again. I mean, what must shall I say to you to make you realize what you are seeing and doing in that church? You are being deceived. Deceived. It seems right. I know they play the music at just the right time, and they hit those cymbals and drums at just the right time to make you get the chills and whatever it is. You get the little goosely bumps, and you get all emotionally charged and hyped and ready to fight the world. And as soon as you leave, life hits you in the face, and the church is nowhere to be found to help you out no more. Until you go back next Sunday and they get you all charged up once again and you doing all that garbage up in there. Just saying, man. But this is what you should do. Don't ever trust in no man, man. Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. You need to trust in the Lord with all your heart, with all your mind. Trust in the Lord with all your mind. And lean not unto thine own understanding. Don't lean to your understanding. Your own understanding have you in that church giving all your life savings to a pastor who don't care about you. Don't even care enough. The church getting... The churches is like stadiums now. Granted, they might not be as packed as they was in the late 90s, early 2000s, but they still getting that money. Oh, yeah. You best believe Creflo is still getting his. Juanita's still getting hers. Jake's still getting his. Joe Osteen. Oh, yeah, so nice and soft speaking. You think he's just sent from heaven. He's still getting his. Matter of fact, Joel Osteen wouldn't even open up the church when those poor people had that hurricane come through there. Did he open up his church? No, he did not. He turned those people away. And I bet some of them even went there. If I was a betting man, I would bet that a couple of those people that was trying to get in that church and petition their way to get in there and plead with good old Joel and the board of trustees and all that good stuff. Oh, yeah, I bet they was pleading something hard. Guess what they said? Oh, hell no. Y'all can't come up in here. We have no room in here for you. It's not Sunday. How... For free? Oh, you want to come in here for free? Oh, no. No, not at all. Verse 6. In all thy ways acknowledge him. Meaning in all your ways acknowledge the Most High. And he shall direct thy paths. And he will direct you. The Lord will direct you. And the Lord will put wise men over you to help you. Always. One thing about the I.S.U.P.K of the Commander GEN.YAHANNA is, this is the one thing about it. There is someone in here that has more wisdom than you ever thought you had. And you need to seek counsel. You see, you get with your camp leader, you say, I need counsel, man. And if your camp leader ain't got the answer, he will get you to somebody who does. Plain and simple, short and sweet. That way you don't end up spending your whole life savings and stop taking your high blood pressure medicine because you went to Bitty Hen and them and you feel like you healed. Yeah. Let me get one more. Let's see. Well, yeah. Yeah, let's get this is, Proverbs 4 and 7. Proverbs 4 and 7. That's a good one. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. You would think that's self-explanatory, but let's break that thing on down. Wisdom is the principal thing. It's the main thing. It's the governing thing. Therefore, get wisdom. You need to obtain wisdom. And with all thy getting, and when you get that wisdom, guess what? You get understanding. Get that understanding, man. Get understanding. That wisdom will help you get that understanding that you need, boy. Plain and simple. Do I want to do that one? Okay, I got a couple more. I know it's late, y'all. You know, brother be slaving something vicious. Salahi. Let's see here. This is a good one. This is a good one. I think we're going to leave off right here. This is Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 7. Wisdom is too high for a fool. Them fake Israelites and Christians is probably talking in that shabba stuff right then and there. If your pastor would have said that, they would have went crazy in the church. The music would have played. Boom! They would be like, "Oh yeah, he said that." Come on, man. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth at the gate. He that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. The thought of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. We're going to leave that off right there. Get that wisdom. Get that wisdom. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Don't be deceived by these wicked, evil men or leaders that are supposed to protect us and keep us safe and be the watchmen to keep us safe. They're supposed to be watching out for us. And the only thing they watching for is their own pockets. Oh, man, I got a lot more reasons, but I know it's late. We're going to have to do a part 2, man. We're going to do a part 2 on this. So, with that, do these class announcements. All right. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street in Harlem, New York. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. The I.S.U.P.K. is the home of the truth. Don't ever get it twisted. Ain't nobody on God's green earth got the truth besides the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. And I said that because it's the truth. Ain't nobody. Can't nobody dispute it. No one can dispute that. Ever. Ever. And we always outside. Continuing on. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world If a brother has interest in a sister in the school, he is to seek permission from the head to speak to her. If he or she needs transportation to class, the teacher will arrange it. Tithes is a commandment for the Most High. Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Numbers 18, 20 through 21. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you. Pay to the I.S.U.P.K. Either give the teacher in class or mail your check or money order to the I.S.U.P.K. Send your tithes and donations to the Israelite School, the U.P.K. P.O. Box 11, Upper Darby, PA. Zip code is 19082. And also, I think they had Zelle once upon a time too. But you can go to ISUPK.com and they got a tab you can click on for tithes and donations. Go ahead and click on that if you want to pay online through, I think they use PayPal or something like that, if you want to use your debit or credit card. Excuse me. If there is not a branch of the I.S.U.P.K. located within your city or state, then we have online classes, which you attend online or attend over conference call in. When you come into class, whether in person or online, make sure you salute the guard in person or moderator on the phone. The standard salute is Shalom, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, and if you are a sister, it is Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Allah, by Shem, Yahweh. To enter the trooper program, when a brother comes into the I.S.U.P.K. and he wants to become a trooper in the school, there are steps he needs to take. For 90 days, a brother wears all black. Boots, shirts, pants, head/war scarf to get in the spirit of warfare. This is protocol even if you are attending classes online and not physically in a school of the I.S.U.P.K. So, you watching these classes online, need to be in all black, brother. A trooper is not allowed nor authorized to teach or battle. They are to attend class and learn only. After 90 days of learning and being cleansed of the world, a brother will be given a new name in Hebrew, which you will be known by in the school. Brothers that faithfully attend classes will be offered to officially enter into the nation by communication from an officer and be given further instructions. This is a great work in the name of the Most High Christ. Please show diligence. Bring all questions. Take plenty of notes. If there's not a branch of the I.S.U.P.K. in your city, ask about how to get one there. Following and supporting I.S.U.P.K. on social networks is not being a part of the school. Brothers must attend classes, and then sisters too. Sisters attend them classes. So with that, Yahweh Shemi Shabbat Thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Thumb by Shemi Shah to all the sisters. Shalom.